Hi creative friends, this is Freya and thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to combine a few different techniques into one portrait. So like about a couple of weeks ago, I made like a series of videos like paint a monster, and then I did my values series, and I did like all these different series, Playful Color, and now what I'm doing is I'm combining all of those techniques into one portrait. So this over here is none of these portraits are complete. They're in various stages, but I am so loving a lot of what is going on here. Like, look at the juicy colors, you guys. Now, I did take photos of the progression of how I started off with this, and I am going to post it on my Instagram stories maybe tomorrow, because I'm going to write captions that go along with it to explain what was going on. So if you guys were interested in that, maybe you guys could pop over to my Instagram maybe tomorrow and look at the stories. But I am just loving so much of what is going on here. Like, it's so juicy. And this over here obviously is not complete, but I think I was working on my values dark to light, and I'm really liking a lot of what's going on there. Again, working on my values, working on my values, working on my values. I've just been like really honing in on like values. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to paint a monster, and I'm not really gonna focus too much on at this point. I'm not going to focus too much on like, is everything correct? I'm not going to sketch. I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm just going to kind of figure out, okay, this is the eye sockets and etc, etc. And obviously everything could change, and that's totally fine. So let me just kind of see here. Okay, like maybe. And there's a freedom that comes with working like this, honestly, you guys, because like I am painting a monster. So I'm kind of going into like, when I was like, say, I don't know, 6 or 7 years old, and you're just like, oh my God, I've got paints, and you're not really worried about the way something looks. So let's just say, okay, now obviously everything could change. And maybe the hair, maybe it's gonna kind of be over there. And let us. So you guys, this really does look like a monster, which is good, because that's what I'm doing, is I'm painting a monster. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a little bit of my lighter colored paint, and I'm just gonna kind of get some variation going there, but I still want to keep that. I still want to keep the darks, but I just want to introduce some midtones here. And okay. So I've really been working on my values, you guys, like with so many different exercises and just even all the portraits that I'm doing. I'm really, really super really trying to just hone in on values, values, values. And if you go and look at like even, I think I posted a short yesterday maybe, I don't even remember, but it was just all about values, just values, values, values. Because when I work on my values, it helps me out in every way. Okay, and just bring some midtones in here. And okay, now what I want to do is I want to bring in some colors. Okay, so these are like really cheap paints, you guys, but I just, you know, I was just kind of like experimenting with different colors here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do I'm putting some dots here. So like I said, I'm just gonna be introducing like lots of different techniques. So I want to do the dot thing, which is called Pointillism. So that's what I'm doing. Let me see here. Just kind of like, now I have to be careful because I don't want to muddy things up. I want to kind of keep the colors clean. But, you know, I just want to be playful with my color. I don't want to stress out about anything. And there's a freedom to working like this, you guys, like honestly, because I'm not stressing out about, oh, well, you know, it should look like this and this should be here. And, you know, and I can tell, like, you know, things are not placed correctly in terms of the facial features, but that's okay. It's totally fine. Like all of the portraits that I showed you, I think pretty much they kind of started off very, you know, just kind of haphazard. And let's just bring some of that yellow in there. And now I do want to bring in a little bit of my ink here, but I don't want it to get muddy. So I'm gonna have to try to be really careful and make sure that it doesn't go into all of this, you know, blue and black here. Ooh, like look at that, you guys. My goodness. Now, the trick for me is I do want things to dry naturally. Now, when I'm doing my time lapses, obviously I use my heating tool. And there's nothing wrong with using a heating tool, you guys. It's just like I find that when I let it dry naturally, I get really delicious color feels. I don't know, there's just something about it. Now I'm gonna splatter. I'm gonna make some splatters here. Ooh, like look at that, you guys. Oh my goodness. That like I am loving this already. And as you can see, you guys, this is like very, very elementary. Like, you know, it's just like there's no stress, there's no pressure. It's just you know what? I'm just gonna have fun. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna paint a monster. And of course, I'm, you know, using Playful Color. I'm being very playful with my approach to color. And I'm using my dark values you know, dark to light, dark to light, big shapes to small shapes. Okay. And so as you can see, you guys, there's really no stress. Like, look at this, you guys. I mean, this is just very basic. But you know, there's like a very primitive kind of a beauty to it. I'm actually really digging it. Like, look at this little thing over here, you guys. I just want to show you. Like, look at, oh my god, I don't want to spill this. But look at in the hair. Like, look at that beautiful little color thingy that is going on. Like, look at that. Ooh, like it's so juicy. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, I am going to let this completely dry and then I'm gonna come back to it, and I am really loving it. Like, I know it's really, you know, kind of garish, kind of primitive, kind of like edgy, and oh my god, I'm loving it. Okay, you guys, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.